Most people approach the Bible as a dictionary of human behavior, a place to look up a command and try to follow it. Reading the text as a list of instructions hides the actual story. It treats a library of ancient literature like a static compliance manual, blurring the overarching plot that ties it all together. These 66 separate books form a single, cohesive architectural framework. They function as one continuous historical timeline. That timeline is supported by four sequential pillars: design, fracture, rescue, and finale. Recognizing this metastructure reveals an expansive cosmic story. The narrative begins with a universe constructed with deliberate intentionality. There is a precise order and purpose to the material world. In this opening state, humanity and the cosmos exist in harmony. The environment operates as intended, without decay, scarcity, or suffering. Human beings still carry an innate desire for this kind of order. When the world feels right, it echoes the high stakes of this original state. This design breaks through a specific act of human rebellion. A choice is made to reject the established order. The original order shatters. The entire system collapses into the chaos and fragmentation that defines our current human experience. The rules found later in the text function as emergency triage. They are measures instituted to manage the fallout of a fractured world. Triage can only stabilize a patient. It cannot heal the underlying injury. These rules contain the worst chaos, but they fail to repair the root cause of the broken design. As the timeline continues, the gap between the original design and this fractured reality becomes unbridgeable through human effort. Because the fracture cannot be repaired from within the system, an external rescue mission becomes the only logical path forward for the story. The climax of the entire meta-narrative occurs when a central figure enters human history to execute an active rescue mission. To restore the severed connection, this figure intentionally absorbs the consequences of the fracture into himself. This rescue operation reverses the trajectory of the entire narrative, shifting the story from decline toward restoration. The story points toward a definitive cosmic conclusion. The final act describes a state of total restoration. The original design is now recovered and permanently secured. This permanent restoration replaces the temporary triage measures needed during the era of chaos. This new reality resolves the tension and brokenness introduced during the fracture. The cumulative arc of this 66-book narrative is the promise of a future where brokenness is absent. This places us in a specific historical gap. Humanity currently lives in the interim between the rescue and the finale. Understanding these coordinates defines how we interact with the ancient text today. The writing functions as a field guide for this specific historical interim. Approaching the text involves discovering an active role. Within the final act of this ongoing rescue story,